Hey, what's up, everybody? The Dark Date here. So this video's been a kind of a process for me. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do it. It happened so long ago, roughly, probably a year and a half, maybe 2 years now. Long story short, at least I'll try to make this as short as possible. I bought a Razer notebook. Here we go. Ordered August 28th, 2017. This is how much I paid. $1,443.35. At the time I got it, it was spec'd out to be a 12.5 inch 4K touchscreen Ultrabook, i7, 16 gigs of RAM, 512 gig SSD, Windows 10. Now I later swapped out that SSD for a 1 terabyte. As far as the i7, it's 7500U, I believe that's the exact model. Now, fast forward a little bit. It worked. It was good for what I wanted it for. I wanted something portable, fast, powerful, something to edit with as far as photos when I take vacations and trips, something that's lightweight that I can carry with me. It worked out well for packs too. When I took photos there, I could edit them on the fly, video, all that good stuff. Now, I started having issues with heat on this specific notebook. Insane amount of heat to where it was like practically burning my lap, and it was almost unusable because it was slowing down so much. Now, I'm not talking about your average thermal throttles that I could deal with. I'm talking about it was like shutting down because it was getting too hot. So I opened it up, I took a look. It appeared that the heat sink, the cooling part that attaches to the CPU, it just wasn't making contact. The fans weren't spinning up. So I was like, all right, I'm done. It was under warranty. I want to send it into Razer, so I sent it in. It took a while, but I eventually got it back. I was like, all right, great. That for the most part, that went pretty smooth. So I power it on and I start using it, and nothing was fixed. It's almost as if they took the laptop, opened it up, and were like, oh, yeah, no, it works fine. Send it back. So obviously I was a bit upset because when I'm paying something like, $1,400-$1,500 for a laptop, I want some sort of, you know, customer service that's gonna come with that. Otherwise I'll just buy a crappy $200 notebook, call it a day, right? Up until this point, I've been a massive support of Razer products and the stuff that they put out to this day. I mean, I'm still using a Razer keyboard and I still have a Razer headset, which I'm not wearing now, but I do have a few spare Razer headsets. And up until that point, I was like, this company's been pretty great. But now here we are as a person that's having to go through customer service and the RMA process as your average consumer, not as someone who pulls weight as far as social media and someone who's known, someone who has a voice. It just kind of felt like almost shady, their business practices. So they sent me that one back and I got it back and it was still having problems. Okay, so now we're on the second RMA that they've sent me. And there was other issues too, one of which was they were telling me I avoided the warranty because I swapped out the NVMe chip, and I'm like, that shouldn't really void the warranty. I'm like, it did nothing but give me more space. Why are you guys giving me crap? They wanted to then send me the replacement, the second replacement they sent me. They wanted to send it with a 512 SSD, and I'm like, but I paid for a 1 terabyte SSD from Amazon and I installed it myself. At that point, you're sort of stealing what I paid for. I mean, they just weren't understanding it. So after some back and forth, they're finally like, okay, fine, we'll keep it or we'll send it back to you or whatever. So okay, fine. Fast forward here. This is all like proven. I mean, I have emails and emails and emails from like Razer, of them like just through the whole ticket process. Now, the last unit they gave me, which was RMA3, that was where it sort of like took a turn, because I got the unit back and it appeared that at first look it was the same, but then I realized it wasn't. So the unit they sent me back, the replacement unit, was this one, which is the resolution is rated at 3200 by 1800, not 4K, at 13.3 inches QHD, which quote unquote they're calling an upgrade, which I don't really call it an upgrade. I kind of call it a downgrade, because I specifically purchased a 4K screen for a reason, and they sent me this unit. I mean, I basically argued with them, and I'm like, that's not what I paid for, though. I mean, if you look at what I paid for, this is what I paid for a 12.5-inch 4K touchscreen, and you're gonna send me a 13.3-inch QHD touchscreen. So what? Because I get a bigger screen, I'm supposed to be happy about that? Like, it's just sort of adding more weight. I mean, I was happy with what I had at that point. I wasn't asking for anything extra. I didn't want a pat on the back or anything, or I want them to take me out for a cup of ice cream. Like, I just wanted what I paid for at that point. So whenever there's stuff, any sort of forum site, Reddit, Slick Deals, I mean, I let it be known that this is just bad business practice. Someone even went to say they can't downgrade you. It's illegal. Contact your attorney general or Bureau of Consumers Affairs. And it's just like, yeah, but is someone really going to go through that trouble to contact somebody and say, oh, well, yeah, I have this issue with the Ford? I mean, no, probably not. So the whole point of this video is just kind of like, if you're one of those rare people that's had an issue with Razer, don't support them anymore. That's the best I can say. Because up until this point, at least up until that happened, I mean, I bought their products, and since this has happened, I have not paid a single dollar for a Razer product. I mean, this case was closed out July 25th, 2018. I mean, that looks like the last email that I got from them. I mean, and it's not like I'm making this stuff up, because it's well documented. It's all here in my email. It's all in the ticket notes. So it's not like they could say, oh, well, this guy's lying. It's just like, no, I'm not lying, but thanks. So anytime they come out with a new product, or they pitch, for the gamer, by the gamer, all this crap, I'm like, yeah, it's crap, dude. Because when it comes down to it, if you're going to be swapping out products to your customers, like, they may be doing okay now, but they're not going to last in the long run, 15, 20, 30 years from now. Maybe they get bought out by a bigger company. We'll see. But this sort of business practice usually doesn't work for people in the long run. So I just kind of wanted to throw that out there. Like I said, it happened quite some time ago. I've been kind of on the fence if I should make the video, but I just decided, you know what, I should probably put it out there because other people might have experienced this issue. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I still have the unit now. I mean, it still works, and I use it for, simple tasks and stuff. Still for travel, but I'm never gonna buy it. As soon as my keyboard dies, like, I'm not buying another Razer keyboard. I'll probably pick up a Logitech, keyboard or something. I mean, the mouse I have right now is Logitech mouse and Logitech headphones. If I do buy a mouse or a keyboard, I mean, it's not Razer, which I have, so you figure, okay, yeah, they've lost like a few $100 from you, but if you multiply that times 100 or 1,000 or 10,000, and slowly it starts to gain traction, and people are like, yeah, forget this company, it's not worth it, then they might rethink their strategy. Who exactly is in charge of all this, I don't know. But it was either overlooked or this person did something wrong. Can't really say it, but I think their basic excuse was like, yeah, what do we say here? It's the reason why we're sending you refurbished replacement is the defective unit was already out of warranty and was used for over a year. The refurbished unit is 101% working with some slight cosmetic damages. And I think the reason they didn't send me the exact same models because they were telling me they didn't have it in stock or something like that. I don't know. Take their word for it with a grain of salt, I guess. So that's it. Just a sort of a quick, 10-minute rant. Yeah. There's another issue that I had with a site called Kingwin. Not sure if you guys are familiar with it, but it's basically used to buy and sell CD keys, game licenses, other software that's sold on the website. That's probably going to go in a bit of more detail. I'm not sure how detailed I want to go as far as like security and stuff like that, but there'll probably be something like that posted in the next week or so, so stay tuned. Yeah, all right, that's it. Take care, guys. Oh,